ताल ही अंग है,
ताल ही रंग है,
ताल जीवन के पहलू का ये संग है।
ताल ही अंग है,
ताल ही रंग है, ताल जीवन के पहलू का ये संग है।
ताल ही ज्ञान है, ताल ही शान है,
ताल ही ज्ञान है, ताल ही शान है।
ताल साजों सुरों का संगम
Namaskar, Pranam, and welcome back to your favorite musical show, Tabla Tarang, brought to you by Tabla Niketan. On behalf of the entire Tabla Niketan team, we wish all our fellow Indians a very happy 74th Independence Day. To start off this special Independence Day themed episode, we have with us two special guests, Nirmay and Nishita Deshpande. Let's enjoy a short performance by them before we begin today's competition.
Namaskar, my name is Nirmay Deshpande
And my name is Nishita Deshpande.
On the auspicious event of the Independence Day of India, we would like to present to you a melodious song.
Composed in rag bass by Sri Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, Vande Mataram is one of the most revered songs of India.
We would like to thank Tabla Niketan for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Shamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pulla Kusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Koti Koti नमामि रिपुदलवर्णे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्। भारत माता की जय।
That was beautiful. Very, very soothing. Thank you so much, Nirmali and Nishita, for that soothing rendition of Vande Mataram. And once again, wishing all our viewers a very happy Independence Day. We are now in our second week of round 2. Before we begin today's competition, I'd like to take a moment to remind all of you the structure of this competition. In round 2 and round 3, our judges will be giving scores for all of the groups. These scores will remain hidden until round 4. But until then, we will continue to announce the standings of each group as per their performance in each round. The 3 standing zones, red, orange, and green, will indicate the standings, with green being the safe zone. And so with that, let's look at the standings of the Ati Drut performers from last week. We'll begin with the red zone. In red zone, we have the Rela Ratans and Tabla twins. In orange, we have Farodas and Farukabat Firandis. And in the green zone, we have Quarantina and Baya Bros. Congratulations to all of the teams in Atidrut and wishing them all the best for the next round. Now let's proceed with tonight's competition. Let's start with welcoming our judges, Tejavras Joshi ji and Pandit Amod Dandi ji.
8 minutes.
Tejavras ji and Amod ji, welcome back.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Really great to have you here today. Just a minute as we bring our judges onto the screen. Alright, so Tejavras ji and Amod ji, welcome back.
Hello, Namaste. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. So today we will be meeting the groups in the Drut category. And these students will be presenting in Uthan and Peshkar in Rupam, a 7-beat rhythmic cycle. So let's go ahead and welcome our first group. Their group name is Dhira Dhira, and this will be performed by Rishi Agarwal ji and Pratik Shah ji. So let's go ahead and watch Dhira Dhira presentation. Rishi ji and Pratik ji, thank you so much for your presentation and congrats on being the first group in this competition in this round. Let's ask our judges and see what they have to say about your performance. Tejavrishji, we'll start with your feedback first.
Yes. Um, Hello. Uh, Good enthusiasm. I definitely like the energy. I have a few points to mention here. Um, I would ask, that this even happened last time. The group synchronization or the lay part needs to be a little perfect, or needs to be a little improved. So I would suggest that the position or the sitting structure while you play needs to be improved, because when you practice for long hours, there's a possibility of back pain. I gave a similar feedback to someone in the last group, and also more practice is needed for definitely for that to have a definitive and improved hand structure. I would say, and I would urge you to concentrate more on the lay part. So that would be all. Thank you.
Great, I think that is very detailed. Thank you so much. And I hope Rishi ji and Pratik ji are watching this and they will definitely listen to this feedback. Amod ji, we'd love to hear from you as well.
Yeah, it was good. Uh, I would like to only suggest that to concentrate on synchronization and lay part, and also clarity of the goals. Otherwise, it was good.
Okay, great. Any specific goals that they should focus more on the clarity?
Uh, yeah, especially on the balls on the chatty,
Okay, okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
especially for Roshi, especially for Roshi.
Okay. Well, Rishi ji and Pratik ji, I hope you guys are listening to this feedback and I hope you can work on this for the next round and I wish both of you the best for round three. So once again, thank you judges for the feedback and let's move to our next team, Team 20, featuring Mukul Dangi and Swayam Rainkar. Swayam, for your performance. And let's once again talk to our judges and see what they have to say about your performance. Amunji will begin with your feedback.
Yeah, I would like to only suggest the same thing, synchronization and lay. I know this Peshkar is a little difficult,
Yes,
but they must concentrate on lay. That's all.
correct.
Otherwise, they played very well.
Okay, thank you. And
Right.
Tejaruchi, anything that you'd like to add on it?
I definitely second Amoji on this one. They played really well. For Mukul, I would say, the posture that he was sitting. I think more than you being conscious about your posture, I think it was the tabla which was a little much more on a height than he was sitting. So either I would suggest Mukul to keep his spine very much very straight and play all the while that he's playing. Um, or else, I would suggest you to get a tabla of your height level, which can, decrease back problems or any sort of physical problems for you in the future while you practice for long. And Swayam's posture was very nice. I definitely loved it. For Swayam, I would suggest a composure of hands, and I think this goes for all when I say this. Do look at yourself while you're playing. Do look at your hands. Do look at your finger postures, positions while you play, and you'll observe that it needs to be a little definitive. That would be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I think this was wonderful feedback from both of you. I hope Mukul and Swayam are both watching this, and I'm sure they will work on this for the next round. Mukul and Swayam, all the best to you for the next round. So let's continue. We have a packed event today. We have 8 performances today. So let's go ahead and continue with our next group. Next, we have the Fast Ditas. So let's see how the Fast Ditas play in Uttan and Peshkar.
Rhythmic. Rhythmic, no?
Okay, let's detour from that. Let's first listen to the rhythmic impressions featuring Sarang Deshpande and Shreyas Vardhan. Okay, Sarangi and Shreyas, thank you for that performance. Let's talk to our judges and see what feedback they have about your performance. Tejavashri, would like to begin with you first.
Yes, both of you played really well. For Sarangi, I have one small feedback. Um, the thumb positioning when you were playing needs to be gripped on the body, not exactly tightened, but you should consciously grip it to the badi so that your dhati dhage tina kina or dhati dhage syllables can be little definitive. And a small suggestion to the both of you: when you play, your shoulders seem to be a little tensed, like these, when you play. So
Mhm.
that'll affect your energy levels while you play.
Correct.
So keep it down to a very normal level as you talk or as you are in your normal life. Do play like that so that you avoid any energy over boosting. That would be all. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you so much. And Amoji, anything that you would like to add?
Yes, they both played very well. Only I would like to suggest about to sit. I would like to suggest them to sit comfortably while playing.
Okay.
Especially Tejaburush asked about the shoulders. That was the
Yes.
important.
Okay. Very good. Thank you so much. And Sarangi and Shreyas, I hope that you'll work on this feedback and hopefully we'll see some more feedback and some great improvements into the next video. So let's go ahead and continue with our next group. Let's come back to the fast thetas and let's see what they're going to be presenting the Utan and Peshkar in Rupak. was a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. Once again, let's turn to our judges and let's see what they have to say about your presentation. Amuji, we'd like to start with you this time.
Yeah, they played well. Only I would like to suggest Shomik. So don't be so conscious while playing. Otherwise, they played well, and also synchronization is good.
Okay, thank you so much. And Tejavrishi?
Definitely, the synchronization was very good. They played really well. And Shamik, you're so good looking. Why don't you show us your face? Because you were playing so well, we would have loved to see your face. And you know, I would suggest you to keep your posture intact, so that as I mentioned before, your energy levels stay good. And Kailash, you have very good energies. You need to compose your energies. So you need to compose your hand. You need to have a definitive hand structure. So just be conscious while you play, not to go out of your of your tabla area too much, and be composed within that frame. Thank you.
Good, thank you so much. I think that was very, very detailed, very good feedback. So thank you for that. And Kailash and Shomik, I hope that you guys use this feedback for the next round. So let's move to our next group. Next, we have Team Sangat, featuring Anjana ji and Madhuri ji. Anjana ji and Madhuri ji, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. And let's go back to our judges and see what they have to say. So let's start with Tejavrishi.
Both of you played well. I like the energy again, and I would suggest Anjanaji, if I'm not wrong. Um, the shoulders again. That you will after some long hours of practice, you might feel some pain in the shoulders. So it's good to keep them very normal, very balanced, and place the tabla at such a level that you won't feel any pain or any tension in your shoulders. And I like the group synchronization, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And Amoji?
Yes, both played very well. Only I would like to suggest to practice of theater and theoretica in very slow tempo. It will help them to get clarity in their playing. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Anjana ji and Abhirji, I hope you were able to get the feedback from our judges, and hopefully we'll see you in the next round as well. So thank you so much, and let's continue with our next team, Team Salkush, featuring Kush Nayak and Sauresh Deshpande. Suresh and Kush, it was fantastic. And I love your group name, South Kush, very creative there. So let's go ahead and talk to our judges and see what they have to say for your feedback. Amoji, would like to begin with you this time?
Yeah, both played very well. Only I would like to suggest them to concentrate on speed and clarity.
Right.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
Tejoshi?
Yep.
And yes, I would like to mention a little something here that I have seen in many tabla players right now, which performed just right now. They keep their bias a little upwards from the back. which increases their tension further on the hands. So the more that your baya is on a normal level, the more that you come down, your shoulders will automatically come down and you'll have a lot of ease while playing.
Correct.
So
Correct.
don't lift. I mean, I would suggest you to not lift your baya from your side, so that you have to go over the tabla and increase adjust yourself according to the tabla. So I would suggest you to adjust the tabla according to you and not the other way around. That would be it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much. I think that was very, very important feedback about the placement and positioning. So thank you so much for that. And, Savarish and Kush, all the best for the next round. So let's go ahead and continue. Our next group is the Tabla Teens, featuring Harihar and Maha. Thank you, Harihar and Maha, for that performance in group work. Let's go ahead and check with our judges and see what feedback they have for you. So, Amunji, we'd like to start with you.
Yeah, they played very well. Only they need more practice in very slow tempo. That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tejabrishi.
Yeah, I would suggest practice on very basic syllables like dha and tina tina dhina dhina. All of these basic syllables need to be practiced more often. And I have seen something which is I mean, I've seen that in many people right now, is that when they sit, they can't fold their legs properly, and that's because of the habit. It's not it's default. We are not often usually taught. Of course, in the Indian system, we are. But see, some people now might not be habitual with the age-old traditional way of folding your legs and sitting down at the ground.
Correct.
So they usually have their legs folded up a little more, or they have some trouble sitting down. So I think that's an integral part of practice too while playing tabla. So even if you don't play tabla at some point, or if you're done with your riyas, you should just try to sit with your legs folded and try that for some time throughout the day. That will increase your posture, and it'll definitely help you indirectly in your play. Thank you.
Definitely. Great. Thank you so much for the feedback once again. And Harihar and Maha, all the best for the next round. Now let's go ahead and move to our last group in today's round, Team Gamak, featuring Gaurang Pandya and Pradyumna Karpuram. Great. Thank you so much, Pradyumna and Gaurang. Let's go ahead and tune back to our judges and let's see what feedback they have for both of you. So we'll start first with Amunji.
Same thing, I would like to suggest synchronization and also clarity of bowls, especially dha, and and also on the baya. They should concentrate on baya also. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you so
Right.
much. And Tejubrishi?
Right. Definitely, I would just like to add what Amuji just said. Definitely, the synchronization part needs to be a little much more tighter, and definitely that's something that you can work on. And with the basic syllables that some people are struggling with for the dha, I would advise them to not lose their thumb grip, so that all of the energy is focused on your finger. And so it's a very simple rule. The more you elaborate your hand, the more ways you leave your energies from. These are energy outlets that you play with. So all of these energies are uh, going out in every direction. So if you control your hand and you position your and mold your hand in some particular way, those energies stay compact and combined while you play them. So that's why these hand structures are meant to be played like, they're striped in a certain way so that those energies are parallel with what you play. So I would definitely want more of you to focus on your thumb and your overall hand grip. That would
Great.
be enough. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All of you played really well. Thank you.
Thank you. Pradimna and Gaurang, I hope that you were able to catch the feedback from our judges. And I think this feedback not generally applies for only one group or one person. I think this is really great feedback that other contestants, from previous rounds as well as upcoming rounds, they should also listen to this feedback and incorporate it when they are practicing and when they are recording their videos as well. So I hope all of you can work on this feedback. So with that, we conclude the Drut category in round 2. The standings of today's performances will not be announced today. They will be announced in next week's episode at the beginning. So once again, thank you to both of our judges, Tejavrisji and Amojji, for joining us. And thank you. Congratulations to all of the groups for the great performances today. All the groups from today's presentation will be proceeding to round 3, so do not worry. All of you will be seen again in just a few weeks. Next week, we'll continue with another category from round 2, and our judges, Tejavrisji and Amolji, will continue to join us. Next week, we will also have a special Ganesh Chaturthi themed episode, including a special performance by almost 20 artists from India and the US. So don't forget to tune in, same day, same time, only on Tabla Niketan's Facebook and YouTube page.
ताल ही अंग है,
ताल ही रंग है,
ताल जीवन के पहलू का ये संग है।